Hello, Social Studies class. Today's reading is going to be about the Holocaust during World War II. So, the Holocaust is the name given to some of the war crimes that were created by the Nazis in Europe that involved the persecution and systematic extermination and genocide of over 6 million Jews in Europe. And this is something that eventually led to things that shaped our world today, including the founding of Israel, which is a Jewish settlement in the Middle East that's still around today. And we're going to read about some of the things that led up to that. Okay, so the Holocaust. Setting the stage. As part of their vision for Europe, the Nazis proposed a new racial order. They proclaimed that the Germanic peoples, or Aryans, were a master race. This was a misuse of the term Aryan. The term actually refers to the Indo-European peoples who began to migrate into the Indian subcontinent around 1500 BC. The Nazis claimed that all non-Aryan peoples, particularly Jewish people, were inferior. This racist message would eventually lead to the Holocaust, the systematic mass slaughter of Jews and other groups judged inferior by the Nazis. The Holocaust begins. To gain support for his racist ideas, Hitler knowingly tapped into a hatred for Jews that had deep roots in European history. For generations, many Germans, along with other Europeans, had targeted Jews as the cause of their failures. Some Germans even blamed Jews for their country's defeat in World War I and for its economic problems after the war. In time, the Nazis made the targeting of Jews a government policy. The Nuremberg Laws, passed in 1935, deprived Jews of their rights to German citizenship and forbade marriages between Jews and non-Jews. Laws passed later also limited the kind of work that Jews could do. The night of broken glass. The worst was yet to come. Early in November 1938, 17-year-old Herschel Grinspan, a Jewish youth from Germany, was visiting an uncle in Paris. While Grinspan was there, he received a postcard. It said that after living in Germany for 27 years, his father had been deported to Poland. On November 7th, wishing to avenge his father's deportation, Grinspan shot a German diplomat living in Paris. When Nazi leaders heard the news, they launched a violent attack on the Jewish community. On November 9th, Nazi stormtroopers attacked Jewish homes, businesses, and synagogues across Germany and murdered close to 100 Jews. An American in Leipzig wrote, "Jewish shop windows by the hundreds were systematically smashed. The main streets of the city were a positive litter of shattered plate glass. It is for this reason that the night of November 9th became known as Kristall Nacht, or Night of the Broken Glass." A 14-year-old boy described his memory of that awful night. So this is going to be a primary source, guys. All the things for which my parents had worked for 18 long years were destroyed in less than 10 minutes. Piles of valuable glass, expensive furniture, linens, in short, everything was destroyed. The Nazis left us yelling, "Don't try to leave this house. We'll soon be back and take you to a concentration camp to be shot." So this is M.I. Libau, quoted in Never to Forget the Jews of the Holocaust. Kristallnacht marked a major step up in Nazi policy of Jewish persecution. The future for Jews in Germany looked truly grim. A flood of refugees. After Kristallnacht, some Jews realized that violence against them was bound to increase. By the end of 1939, a number of German Jews had fled to other countries. Many, however, remained in Germany. Later, Hitler conquered territories in which millions more Jews lived. At first, Hitler favored emigration as a solution to what he called the Jewish problem. Getting other countries to continue admitting Germany's Jews became an issue, however. After admitting tens of thousands of Jewish refugees, such countries such as France, Britain, and the United States abruptly closed their doors to further immigration. Germany's foreign minister observed, "We all want to get rid of our Jews. The difficulty is that no country wishes to receive them." Isolating the Jews. When Hitler found that he could not get rid of Jews through emigration, he put another plan into effect. He ordered Jews in all countries under his control to be moved to designated cities. In those cities, the Nazis herded Jews into dismal, overcrowded ghettos, or segregated Jewish areas. The Nazis then sealed off the ghettos with barbed wire and stone walls. They hoped that the Jews inside would starve to death or die from disease. Even under these horrible conditions, the Jews hung on. Some, particularly the Jews in Warsaw, Poland, formed resistance organizations within the ghettos. They also struggled to keep their traditions. Ghetto theaters produced plays and concerts. Teachers taught lessons in secret schools. Scholars kept records so that one day people would find out the truth. The final solution. Hitler soon grew impatient, waiting for Jews to die from starvation or disease. He decided to take more direct action. His plan was called the Final Solution. It was actually a program of genocide, the systematic killing of an entire people. Okay, so we are going to just look at the columns here, guys, and then we'll stop there for the day. All right, so let's take a look closely here. This was something that a lot of times the Jews in Germany and other Nazi-controlled areas would have to wear on their clothing when they were out in public, and this was a way that they were identified as Jews. So the marking there is actually the Star of David, which is a religious symbol, but really the way it was used was just as a way of marking Jews so that they knew that who they were when they were in Germany and these other Nazi-controlled places. Okay. This photo on the bottom is a very, very famous photo of Jews being rounded up in Warsaw, Poland. Okay, just the photo here, just seeing the families, the mother obviously in the foreground being very concerned, and then the look of fear on the child's face. This is a very, very famous photo from World War II and specifically from the Holocaust. Okay, and we will see you guys tomorrow with part 2 of our reading of the Holocaust.